shins, tucking your toes, or finding a cross-legged position. Take this opportunity to breathe deeply in through your nose and out as you settle in for our practice. When you're ready, we'll transition by bringing our legs out to the front of us, coming to cross-legged position if you're not already there, and then taking a few more breaths. Palms can face up to receive energy or face down to ground. Fill up your belly and then your rib area, and then finally your upper chest towards the collarbone with air. A 3-part breath in, hold, and exhale through the nose. Repeat this 3-part breath on your own time. We'll start to invite some gentle movement of the neck and head, drawing small circles around, about the size of a grape, with our nose. Moving up to the side, down to the other side, and back up. Gradually working our circle to be bigger, perhaps the size of a balloon or a watermelon, inviting a greater range of movement in our neck and head. Switch directions. And gradually, we'll work our way back to smaller and smaller circles. Again, just tracing the size of a grape with our nose. Roll your right shoulder back 3 times, moving slowly, and then your left shoulder, making little circles, gently drawing your shoulder blades down your back with each movement. Then move both of your shoulders back. Same forward to back rotation before switching to bring back to front. This should feel like a little massage. We'll do cat-cow here. First, look up with your chin and head, and let your back curve, and then bring your head and your neck down towards your chest. Shoulders come forward, making an opposite curve with your back. You can use your knees as gentle leverage here. When you're ready, we'll start moving our head side to side. Bring your left palm to your left side body and bring your right arm up over your head, creating a nice side stretch. You should feel it in your right side body. Make a T shape with your arms and then begin doing circles, front to back, warming up our shoulders here. Switch directions, moving back to front. Place your right palm on your right side and bring your left arm up over your head, taking a nice lateral bend, feeling it in our left side body. Straighten back up and we'll take our cat-cows again in this cross-legged position. Warming up our spine. Feeling a nice stretch as we maintain steady breathing. Transition into a tabletop position. We want to check for alignment here to have our shoulders stacked over our wrists and our hips stacked over our knees. And then we'll take a larger cat-cow. This time we'll have a greater range of motion as we move through the positions. Exhale as we bring our head down, and inhale as as we bring our head up. Exhale, head comes down. Inhale, head comes up. Exhale, and on the next inhale, we'll look over our right shoulder, and then exhale and look over your left shoulder. We're trying to connect our shoulders and hips here, as if we're wagging our tail like a dog, inviting a hip and shoulder connection. We're next going to take some hip circles and rotations. So moving our hips back to the side, to the front, to the side, and back again. Option here to bring your hands either all the way rotated back for the most intense version, or gently to the side, perhaps a 45-degree angle to help warm up our wrists. As we do these circular motions, make sure to switch directions with your hips so that you're getting both sides. You can take this as slowly as you would like. Again, return to a cat-cow, back in our tabletop position, working with our breath. Lift your left arm up and place it back down, and then your right arm up and place it back down. Right leg comes up, place it back down. Left leg comes up and place it back down. Now this time, left arm, right leg lift, and we bring it in for a crunch, and we lift it back up. One more time, big crunch, and bring it back up and out. One more time. Crunch, extend, and crunch, extend. Inhale to lengthen and lift, and exhale to crunch. Let's switch sides, bringing your right arm and left leg into the air before exhaling to crunch. Inhale out, exhale crunch. Inhale out, exhale crunch. Inhale out, inhale crunch. Inhale out, in back to neutral position, tabletop position. Let's bring our right leg back and do toe taps. Breathing steadily here as we work our glute muscles and get our legs more warmed up. Left leg back, lifting for some small toe taps. You can bring your leg as high up as you would like to, or just keep it extended to the back if that is too challenging today. Return to tabletop position, then extend your right leg out with a flat foot. Roll all the way up and then bring your arms up over your head. Right arm will come down, left arm will lead you over for a side body stretch. That same lateral bend we were doing earlier, this time with our leg extended. Arms raised back up overhead on the inhale. Exhale, hands plant. Let's take cat-cows with this extended leg. Exhale to bring our head down. Inhale to bring our head up. Exhale, down. Inhale to come back up. Inhale, down. And exhale to come back out. Imagine shining your... You should feel this stretch in your hip area. If you would like to, option to take your right leg up gently into the air for a few side toe taps. That will work the inner hip muscles. Let's take a few more cat-cows here in tabletop position, working with the breath. I'm going to turn so you can see me better now, but we'll now extend our left leg out, flat foot. Inhale the arms up over the head. Exhale, right arm comes up over the head as we bend to the left side. Left arm gently rests on our leg. Option to look down or up towards your hand. And inhale, bring that arm back down. We'll go ahead and take our cat-cows here with the extended leg. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. And exhale, look down. Inhale to look up. Exhale to look down. Inhale to look up. And exhale to look down. Walk your hands slowly back towards your main frame, and then gently do some toe taps if you would like to with the left leg. When you're ready, we'll transition back into a tabletop position. Spread our knees out towards the edges of the mat and sink our hips all the way back for a child's pose. This is a resting pose in yoga, though it's also an active pose in the sense that we really want to be lengthening our spine, perhaps working our fingers towards the top of the mat and seeking our hips all the way back. Breathe. Slowly come back up to a tabletop position. And from here, we'll prepare for a downward facing dog. So toes tuck, send your hips up into the air and back, and really push. Use the leverage of your hands to push those hips back. Pedal it out if you'd like, sending one knee to bend and then the other. And then on an inhale, walk your feet to meet your hands. Rise up halfway, and exhale, fold all the way down. Rise up on a big inhale, coming through flat back, arms up overhead, and find mountain pose before we inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms, bending back, and inhale, coming back up, exhaling, forward fold. Stepping back into a plank position. On the exhale, we'll move through Chaturanga Dandasana and find a cobra pose. This is a small back bend as we get started today. Toes tuck, move through push-up position. Also welcome to always come up through your knees to a downward facing dog. Inhale, walk feet to meet hands. Halfway lift, hands plant, exhale to forward fold. Inhale to rise up through that flat back. Exhale, arms down to the side. Bend the knees, inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms, small back bend. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, a halfway lift. Exhale, full forward fold. Come back to a push-up position. Welcome to use your knees and find your way to the ground, up into an upward facing dog or cobra pose, what we did before. Come back into a downward facing dog, really pushing through those hands, perhaps walking your legs out. Before on the inhale, we'll walk our feet to meet our hands. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant, forward fold. Inhale all the way up again. Nice big inhale with arms up overhead, and exhale, small cactus arms, back bend. Forward fold, and then a halfway lift. Forward fold again into a plank position. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Inhale, feet walk to the hands, halfway lift, forward fold on the exhale. Inhale, arms up overhead, exhale, arms to the side. One more time. Now this time, arms will come up overhead and we'll find a chair position. So we should be able to see our toes. So maybe look down and check your alignment there. And exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands plant. Make our way into downward facing dog, into plank position, and then into upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Lift your right leg high into the air and bring it into the center. Lift high into the air and bring it through to the center. high into the air, and exhale through all the way. This time foot will plant. Inhale, arms up overhead. Find your balance. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Inhale, right leg goes up into the air, three-legged dog. Exhale, find your flow. Inhale for back bend. Exhale to downward facing dog. Paddle it up. Left leg reaches up into the air and comes through. A little crunch here, so you're breathing out every time your knee moves through the center. Inhale, leg up. Exhale through to the center. This time leg plants, foot plants, arms lift up high overhead. Find your stability, find your nice warrior one position. And exhale, hands plant. Left leg lifts high into the air. Find your chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, nice little back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, feet walk to meet hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands plant, forward fold. Inhale up into your chair position here. Finding your stability, your strength. And full forward fold. Halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Step back into your chaturanga position. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Finding our flow here. Same thing. Right leg lifts into the air. This time we'll just plant it directly between our hands. Inhale, lift up, warrior one. Exhale, hands plant. Meet your feet for downward facing dog and a chaturanga dandasana. Upward facing dog, inhale, and exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg high into the air, three-legged dog. Exhale, crunch, that foot plants, lift, and then inhale to your warrior one. Exhale, hands plant. Left leg lifts back up into the air, and take your flow here, moving with your breath. Starting to feel our bodies warm up as we move through our sun salutations. Inhale, walk feet to hands, halfway lift, full forward folds. Inhale, back up into chair position. This time, hands will meet in prayer position at the center of our heart, and we'll take some gentle twists to the right and left. Looking over our shoulder, maintaining our stability in our lower legs as we twist now to the right side. Left elbow meets right knee. Option for right arm to lift high into the sky, or come and wrap around your back as we look up to the sky. Hands meet prayer position. Inhale through the center chair and exhale to the other side. Right elbow meets left knee as we take this twisted chair position. Option to open the arms up again. Right elbow still on left knee. Left arm can come up to the sky or wrap around the back to your right pocket. Inhale, hands meet prayer position, and move your right leg all the way back to your mat to plant for a low lunge. Arms up on an inhale, and take this a few times, working with your own breath, bringing it down for an exhale. And then we'll do a little flow variation. So inhale to forward fold in this position and bringing the arms up over the head before circling back around and down. Bring your hands to the inside of your left foot for a nice low lizard pose. Tuck the right toes, left hand plants, right arm reaches up into the air. Nice twisted lunge here. Bring the right hand back down and then unroll your left arm into the sky. Looking left and bringing it back down. Feet meet at the back of the mat for downward facing dog. And inhale to chaturanga, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet walk to hands on the inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, sink back into chair position. Inhale, hands meet in prayer position. Send your left leg back into a low lunge position. Arms lift on an inhale, up over the head. Exhale, bring them back down. One more time. Inhale, arms lift up overhead and back down. This time, forward fold. Arms swing around and up with the breath. Down on the exhale and up with the breath over the head. Down. Now they plant. That back knee can drop for a low lizard lunge. Maybe a nice hip opening here. Toes will tuck in the back. Right arm and hand plant, giving stability for the left arm to reach towards the sky in this nice twisted position. Left hand will plant this time. Right arm will unfurl up into the sky. Nice big breath here. Inviting any sensations that might be arising and exhaling them on the downward facing dog. Coming through chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it out here. Nice steady breathing. Inhale, feet meet hands at the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, mountain pose. Bring your hands to your hips here and find your balance as we begin to take tree pose. Your right foot will kickstand with the option of moving up your leg in this tree position. So your knee is facing out to the right side. You can use your hand to help guide you here if you need it. And we're really trying to use our breath to stabilize into that left foot. Arms can come up to prayer position or all the way over the head on an inhale. And there's an option to widen your arms and even sway your branches if that feels good. Again, trying to find stability on the lower half of our body as we move the upper half. When you're ready, bring that right foot down. Right knee reaches towards the sky and then shoots back as we extend into Warrior 3. Option to use your blocks here and place your hands on them at the front of your mat if that feels more comfortable. Or for a more advanced version, you're welcome to extend your arms out in front of you, trying to create a nice flat line parallel with your mouth. Inhale your torso back to neutral as your right knee comes up through the air. Gently grab your big toe and your immediate toe next to it, and option to extend your leg out. Try moving your right leg out to the side before coming back down. And we'll start back up on the left side. Same tree position. So kickstand with your foot. And then slowly work your foot up towards your upper inner thigh as your left knee extends out, using your hand if you need to. Inhale, your arms can come to a prayer position or all the way up above your head with wide branches, and you can sway them if you'd like, finding the stability and strength in your body. Inhale back through prayer position and prepare to send your knee up into the sky and then back, coming into a Warrior 3 position. Option to use blocks here or extend your arms out in front of your head, trying to find a nice stable position. Moving back through prayer position, gently bring your left knee up to the front. Grip your big toe and your small toe directly next to it, extending out front before taking it to the side. And gently releasing back down to the ground. Shake it out if you need to. And inhale, arms back up overhead. Exhale, cactus arm back bend. Inhale, come out to the side, come into a nice wide-legged stance. And hands to hips, flat back, forward fold. Exhale, drop those hands all the way to the mat. And perhaps move your hips side to side as we find a nice open, wide-legged forward fold here. Stabilizing our breath before moving to the right foot, hands walking down. Bring that right arm up overhead for a nice stretch, opening that torso. Exhale back down and through the center, finding your left foot. Right hand plants, left arm lifts. Big inhale. Exhale, hands come back down through center. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands come down, and we'll move in a Skandasana position. Right foot plants, left leg extends, and hands come into a prayer position. Option to plant the right hand and send the left arm up into the sky. Nice big inhale here. And if it's in your practice, you're welcome to take a bind. Left hand meeting the right hand behind the knee and back. Inhale, come back, straighten those legs, and we'll take it to the other side. So exhaling, left foot planting, left knee bending, hands finding prayer position at heart center. Option to plant the left hand and raise the right arm up into the sky. Welcome to take a bind here. Again, hands meeting behind the lower back. Trying to really flex those toes. Arms coming back to prayer position. Nice big inhale brings us back up. And we'll walk our feet in towards the center before taking a nice big inhale, arms up overhead, and exhale into goddess position with cactus arms. Nice strong stabilizing pose here before inhaling back up and exhaling the cactus arms. Goddess pose. Bring your left shoulder behind you, right shoulder comes down in front for a nice little stretch, and then take it to the other side. You're welcome to use your legs as leverage here to really feel a nice, intense stretch. Inhale, arms back up overhead, nice big inhale. Exhale, hands come to hips. We will walk our feet in before inhaling to rise up, and exhaling, finding mountain pose. Inhale to rise up. This time exhale, come back through starfish position and breathe here. Experience a nice openness in your body before sinking your knees for goddess to come back up into nice big inhale and starfish. Turn that left foot towards the front of the mat to find a nice warrior 2 before coming into a nice side stretch. So you'll bring your right arm up over your head. Left hand is planted firmly on the mat. Inhale, rise back up through warrior 2 position. And exhale, reverse warrior. This time your left hand is rising up over your head. Right hand can gently find the back of your leg. Inhale, back through warrior 2. This time a left hand plants on the inside of your left foot. Right arm rises up overhead. Nice deep side stretch here. Inhale through warrior 2 into reverse warrior. Left arm overhead. Inhale, hands to prayer position. Meet your left elbow with your left leg, and then hands move to either side of your planted foot before coming into a low lunge position. Arms up overhead on the inhale. Exhale, arms roll back, and we'll find our way into a right knee lifted into the air, and then back for our warrior 3. Leg extends out. Inhale, arms lengthen in front of us. Inhale, right knee to the sky, and plant your legs and feet. We're going to come into a malasana pose, nice deep squat here, finding our breath slow and steady, enjoying the warmth in our bodies. Take some head rolls and prepare for an inhale to rise all the way back up. Arms up overhead. Exhale, left leg comes back behind for warrior 2, other side. Right knee finds right elbow. Left hand rises up overhead. Right hand plants for a deeper stretch. Inhale through warrior 2 and find your reverse warrior on the exhale. Deep breaths here. Right arm coming over the head, back to warrior 2. And then right hand plants on the mat, left hand extends towards the top of your mat before we twist back down, hands to either side of our foot. Inhale, low lunge position here. Exhale, coming through a small circle. And then inhale, left knee towards the sky, and left leg extends back to warrior 3 position. Arms stretch out in front of us, finding length and strength before inhaling, left knee back up to the sky and placing it back down for another malasana squat. Bending down, hands in prayer position here. Again, finding our nice steady breathing. Inhale, hands plant. Find a tabletop position. And then rise up onto your knees, arms up overhead, big inhale. Exhale, leaning back, cactus arms position. Inhale, come back. Exhale, drop those arms down. Inhale, arms back up, back bend, cactus pose in the exhale. Inhale, arms up and down again. Inhale, arms up, back to cactus. This time our hands will find our lower back, finding a slight back bend. If this feels comfortable, you're welcome to move into your camel pose. Hands cupping your ankles, head all the way extended back, or your chin can stay tucked towards your chest if that feels more comfortable. And inhale, hands come to the lower back again to rise back to neutral position. Hands to prayer. Hands now placed all the way on the mat, coming into our malasana squat. Steady breathing here. We're going to take an optional inversion, coming into crow if that's in your practice. Your hands will plant, your toes will tuck up, and then you'll bend your arms and try to place your knees on your upper forearm. You're slowly transitioning weight from your feet into your hands, stacking as you go. We'll come out of that, release that movement, and find boat position. Option to extend legs and arms, trying to have a flat back here. slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling down. Feet find the mat again. Check your alignment for a bridge posture here. Fingertips just grazing ankles. Knees above ankles, stacked. And inhale to lift your hips towards the sky. Exhale, coming back down. Take this a few times on your own breath. Option to clasp your hands for a slightly deeper stretch if that feels good to you. Tucking your shoulders underneath you. Careful not to move your head to the side here. Just looking straight up at the sky. Exhale, sink back down. You have an option to take a wheel pose again if it's in your practice. Your hands will place to either side of your head, and you'll push up, making any adjustments if you need to, lifting the hips into the sky before slowly coming back out of it, hips sinking into the mat. Drop your legs side to side for windshield wipers here. Just releasing all of that movement we just did. This can be quick or slow. And then bring arms to a T position. And a nice supine twist to your spine. Drop knees to the left side and look to the right. Option to place a block underneath your knees or between them if that stretch is too intense. And then drop your knees to the right side, looking left, finding our steady breath here. Inhale, knees back up to sky. Place your right foot over your left thigh for a figure 4 reclined position. And then option to inhale that left leg off the ground for a slightly deeper stretch here. And make sure to flex those right toes. Option to point your left toes or flex them. And if you'd like to, you can also take gentle ankle circles here. Extend that left leg if it feels good. Rise up into a waterfall position, both legs up into the air. Option to place a block underneath your sacrum. And take a few more nice ankle circles here. We're then going to bring our right foot down to the mat to plant, and left foot will come over your right leg. Option to keep your foot planted or lift it in the air for a lifted figure 4, and your hands can clasp behind your thigh. Again, keep those left toes flexed and right toes can point or do little circles. You're also welcome to wiggle around here, whatever feels good, before releasing back up into a waterfall position. Feet flat, so in the air. And big inhale, hug yourself in. Find the outside edges of your feet for happy baby here. So we're winding down our practice. Find your steady breath. Nice inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, take a big stretch. Arms up overhead. Feet extending to the bottom of your mat. Final big inhale and exhale to Shavasana. You are welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you would like, although we will be closing here. Thank you.